What's up, everybody? It's T Override, and I'm ready to bring the pain for you and Dr. Rhoda this week. If you haven't been over to the site, get over to the Discord, get over to the website, use code word DOC, and get scripted today. We have the right people in the right places at the right office that can write you the right cure for any fantasy ailment or wallet wise in your bankroll. Yeah, let's get into the Ultra Contrarian Show. Yeah, woo, man, I got to give it up. I was a little worried about my lineups last week. I was a little scared after getting 1-1 the last couple of weeks, but guess what? They both hit. They both hit. That puts me at 5-1 for my Fanduel lineups, and 5-1 for my Fanduel lineups, and I'm 4-2 for my DK lineups for the year on cash. This week I'm feeling froggy. This week I'm feeling a little wild. I want to be the contrarian guy because I give you guys out cash lineups because I'm trying to really help you. But man, when you want to get nutted like a wild man, we gonna get wild, right? So, you know I'm a little jacked up today. I ain't even play this out. I didn't even write down my whole little list, man. I had to make, look, 2 lists, man, because of what's going on right now. So that means you're gonna get four different lineups. You're gonna see the build, and you're gonna understand why I'm building it this way, right? So let's just start it off. I want to get back into it again. So here's your Ultra Contrarian lineups for this week. We are gonna hit it. Man, right? Quarterback, Stafford, get him in your lineups. But I don't know what DK is thinking. 5,600? I mean, at least FanDuel is like 7,100. We can't do that. But 5,600 with Cooper Kupp coming back? Yeah, okay. And there's no way. The Raiders, I get they're going to get a pass rush, right? They ain't got nothing right now. Kyren Williams is going to destroy. Speaking of him, he's the next player on my Ultra Contrarian lineup. It's Kyren Williams. 8,100 on DK, 8,600 on FanDuel. I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing, man. Horns up, Rams Nation. This ain't no fanboy stuff. I'm telling you. I know how the Rams play. If you don't see how the Rams play, when Kyren Williams is running and busting chops, the Rams just keep feeding him. And with Cooper Kupp, we're going to be able to finally pull some of that coverage off of him. And Parkinson doing what he's been getting going right here, right now. I've liked everything. Heck, man. I mean, Whittington, he showed up like I said he would show up, right? So it didn't even matter. The Rams just milk one dude, tight end a little bit. The other guys get a little action, which, by the way, Tutu Atwell's in another great position. But heck, we're going with Cooper Kupp, right? So listen, that's what it's all about, man. Stafford, Kyren Williams, right? Next running back. I'm going it. Tony Pollard. I said I wouldn't give him another shot this year. I'm going to give him another shot. He's got a smash matchup against Buffalo. They're in Buffalo. So unless this game gets out of hand like the last time I mentioned Pollard, he should be able to keep it going with that. I mean, the Titans shouldn't be throwing anyway. They put Mason Rudolph in. Levis is clearly not ready. Dude, I heard somebody say today, just off his last game, a 3.5 average. You got 16 completions for like 93 yards. That's not going to win you any games in the NFL. And although I know that they might win, but they ain't winning in Buffalo, not the way Mark Cooper coming in and smashing. That's going to be stuff you'll have to get in the subs only Discord. Yeah. So, this is my macho pick of the week. Neighbor. Oh, yeah. Man, Neighbor, 7,500 on DraftKings. We got him for 8,300 on FanDuel. Not bad. A lot of people are going to be running up to Justin Jefferson. I got something for you, right? Got something for that. DK Metcalf, 6,800 on DraftKings. And he's going to be 8,100 on FanDuel. So that he is a lot more expensive. He's up with the big boys on FanDuel, right? So it kind of makes him a little more expensive. I had to play around with that lineup a little bit, but that's okay. That's the way it'll go, right? Here's how you get all these great players, because I ain't done yet. I am not done yet. Here's how you get them all. Cedric Tillman, the guy I drafted, the guy that always would show up every once in a while, but they would just stupidly throw it to Donovan People-Jones, which I do like People-Jones, but I'm not going to play that game, right? Cedric Tillman finally gets a shot. Can we get 4-5 catches from him? That's all I need. But man, for 3,000 on DK, I'm pretty sure 2 catches for 20 yards and a touchdown will do me good, right? And he's 4,000 on FanDuel. There's your free guy, right? Let's stay free. Jatavius Sanders, 2,900, went up $200. That's all right. I'm gonna pay it out. There's still Eric All, but I'm kind of done with his 2 catches. I need him to get up to 4. Sanders seems like he's getting to play right now, and I'm with it. 2,900 on DraftKings, 4,900 on FanDuel. Let's get over to the defense. Browns, 2,500. Look, I know Cincinnati can blow the Browns out, and the Browns are really horrible, but they're at home. They just traded their wide receiver away, and they're getting Nick Chubb back. Nick Chubb coming back is going to be such an emotional lift for this team. I'm not going to say they're going to beat the Bengals, but I'm saying that Myles Garrett's going to have a big game on Sunday, and when that happens, it's going to slow that game down. Nick Chubb will slow that game down. So if we can just get those Bengal players to be under, then the 2,500 for the Browns defense is definitely worth it. on FanDuel, I'm going to go with the Giants, 3,200. I know, man. I know the Giants is a little wild, right? But I'm down with it. I'm down. You know what? The Philly hasn't really been impressive. And I know everybody thinks, and believe me, with one of my lineups, you can get Saquon Barkley in. So get him in. He's going to go back to New York, and he's going to run all over him. Well, the Giants defense hasn't been bad. They've been near double digits. They just came off an 8-point game, I think it is, 7.8-point game on DK FanDuel, and the previous week was 18. So, you're getting a really low price defense. And look, Philly's on the road. All they got to do is slow this down with Tracy, throw it to Neighbors, the macho pick of the week, and everything will be fine, right? That's what we want. And that's a surprise. We get a couple sacks. Hurts plays exactly like he's played all year, which is ass. And I mean, it's ass. Yeah, that's what I said. And it's just not working out. So for me, here goes 2 lineups before I changed them. Here goes 2 lineups. You can have, this is DK. So you're going to, again, 4. These are the lineups that got replaced, but man, you're going to love them, right? Stafford, Williams, Pollard, Neighbors, Tyreek Hill, Tillman, Sanders, Metcalf, Browns. You want to go with the 4 receivers. That way it kind of gives you a little difference right there. Next up, Wilson, Kyron, Pollard. This is FanDuel. Neighbors, Jefferson, Tillman, Sanders, Metcalf, Giants. Now, I'm telling you right now, Metcalf is right there. You have a couple $100 to move up and down. Yes, I said Russell Wilson. If Russell Wilson doesn't play, you're going to have to come off Jefferson. If you don't come off Jefferson, come off of Metcalf and go down. You are close to Kenneth Walker. I feel like this is going to be a Kenneth Walker game. But I know last week when Metcalf had 11 targets and caught 3 balls, he's going to come back and ball this week. I'm telling you, that's why Metcalf is in my lineup, right? So what happened was after I started playing around and doing this and getting a little crazy with things, this is what I actually set up. I never ever gave you, I never gave you the rest of, I didn't give you my flex, actually. My flex was Bijan Robinson. So here you go. Here's your DraftKings lineup right here. Stafford, Williams, Bijan Robinson, Neighbors, Metcalf, Tillman, Sanders, Pollard, Browns. Bam! Right? Look at that. Ooh, you get so much you can move around with. Man, it's just, I love it. I mean, Pollard, you're so close to, like I said, Walker. You're also a lot with these lineups too. You're also close to Brian Robinson Jr. So there's so many ways you can go that. But the fact that you can go between Neighbors, come down to Tyreek Hill if you want to come up off of him. And in Cooper Kupp's right there for 7,900, you can do almost anything with this lineup. But on FanDuel, this is where it gets nuts. Geno Smith, I actually moved away from Stafford. But you can get Stafford because Geno Smith was a little more money. I had $500 left over. So if you go with Stafford, you have $500 to come off the Giants defense. And that you could do that. You go up to the Browns. Like how I worked that in. Williams, Kyron, of course. Bijan Robinson, Tillman, Neighbors, Metcalf, Sanders, Pollard, Giants. So that gives you a little blend, gives you more of a Seattle stack. And again, if you don't want to do the Bijan, you want to come down to Walker and you want to maybe upgrade from Neighbors to Cooper Kupp, that is fine. Well, actually, Neighbors, you can come off of Neighbors to Cooper Kupp because Cooper Kupp what is he on there? He is 7,900 on FanDuel or DraftKings, and he is 81 on FanDuel. And because Neighbors is 83, you can pop on down. So there you go. A little bit of remembering myself while I do my thing. All right, those are your lineups. You got four. You got four. But the two I stick by are the last two I gave you. Again, that's what I like. I like that Seattle stack on FanDuel. Nobody's thinking Seattle. I'm telling you, they sleeping. They sleeping. And that's when I wake them up and tell them I'm bringing the pain. Yeah. Have a great day, everybody. And may the points be with you. Woo!